Right now, it's election night for some across southern Wisconsin. We're live in Portage with reaction as voters approve funding emergency services for the city.
Plus, a Republican businessman has launched a U.S. Senate bid looking to unseat Senator Tammy Baldwin. We'll hear from him at his campaign's kickoff. And authorities in Dodge County identified 2 people who lost their lives early Monday in what they now say was a murder-suicide. That's all coming up right now on News 3 Now at 10. It is election night in Wisconsin. If you're worried you forgot to vote, don't worry. There may not have been any races where you live. The election was just the spring primary. Tonight, there are some city council races, county board races, a school board race, and a referendum. One of those races we're watching, though, is the referendum for the city of Portage, where voters were asked if the city should fund its own emergency services. Voters approved it a little more than 30 minutes after polls closed, and these are the results that you saw being reported by the Columbia County Elections Clerk. And Armand Rahman is live tonight in Portage. He had the opportunity to talk to the fire chief ahead of the polls closing. Armand?
Yeah, Eric and Charlotte, as you saw, the referendum passed with some pretty wide margins there, 72 to 28%, just 30 minutes after polls closed. Now, starting next year, the Portage Fire Department will provide ambulance service to the city and 4 surrounding townships. Now, the referendum asked voters if they supported increasing the city's annual tax levy by $1.48 million or an extra $304 a year for a home valued at $200,000. This is to pay for the Portage Fire Department to hire 14 EMT paramedics cross-trained as firefighters, buy 3 new ambulances, and remodel the fire station. Now, I caught up with Chief Troy Haase earlier, and he says he recognizes it's a big ask in property taxes, but will provide the best care for residents.
It's kind of a leap of faith, and so when people give us the support that is needed to make this referendum pass, I really appreciate it, and it won't be taken lightly, that's for sure. I mean, I'm going to spend every dollar very carefully, just like if it was my own money.
The chief says starting as early as tomorrow, they'll begin ordering equipment that have a 24-week waiting time. Then they'll go through the paperwork with the state to be licensed as an ambulance service. Now, this all came about after the hospital in the city was bought by the company Aspirus a few years back, and they began charging the city for ambulance service that was free of charge for years before. Now that the referendum has passed, the city won't have to reduce services like snow removal in order to fund a third-party company taking over the ambulance service. For now, live and moving forward in Portage, Armand Rahman, News 3 Now.
Armand, thank you. Continuing with our campaign 2024 coverage tonight, Republican businessman Eric Hovde launched his bid for the U.S. Senate today, looking to unseat Senator Tammy Baldwin.
Hovde's name will be familiar to some. He ran for Senate in 2012, but lost in the Republican primary to former Governor Tommy Thompson. Hovde says he decided to run again because he's tired of constant division and finger-pointing by politicians.
I love my country, and everywhere I look today in my country, I see it failing, and sometimes I don't recognize what's happening.
Hovde's announcement ends months of speculation of who the GOP would pit against Baldwin. When asked about Hovde's campaign today, this is what Senator Baldwin had to say.
Mitch McConnell got his best recruit. California bank owner is multimillionaire, is going to enter the race, and it seems to be the playbook these days.
Baldwin is seeking a 3rd term in office this November. Well, still about a full month left of winter, but you wouldn't know it with today's weather. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti joins us now with the first warn forecast.
Yeah, temperatures in the mid-50s feel more like that of about the 2nd week of April. That shows you what it feels like out here. Let's start out by taking a look at the time lapse from the WISC-TV Skycam. We had beautiful sunshine all day long, just a few cirrus clouds for a time late morning, and that was about it. A few more clouds have been coming in after dark, but even up until sunset, skies were mainly clear in Madison. Last night, temperatures were in the lower 20s in Madison. 22 is our low. Janesville also in the 20s. The only teens really across west central Wisconsin, but high temperatures soared into the 50s. Madison, 55. Janesville in the mid-50s. Upper 50s across southwestern Wisconsin, 57 for the high in Boscobel. Coolest temperatures are closer to Lake Michigan. Even there, temperatures were in the lower 40s, and right now temperatures mainly in the 30s and upper and lower 40s. Here in Madison, still at 43 degrees. Janesville's at 41 in Dane County. Right now, 41 degrees in the town of Perry, 41 in Deerfield, and 43 degrees in Wanakee. Otherwise, look for skies to be variably cloudy overnight. Low temperature dropping to about 35, so it'll be milder than last night. I'll take a look at a forecast that includes more very mild temperatures the next couple of days, and then maybe flirting with records by the early part of next week.
All right, Gary, thank you. Authorities in Manitowoc County and statewide are still looking for a 3-year-old boy who went missing earlier today. This is Elijah View. He was last seen in Two Rivers this morning by a caregiver at their residence. He was wearing gray pants, a long-sleeve dark shirt, and shoes with red and green dinosaurs on them. Elijah may also be carrying a red and white plaid blanket. Anyone with information on where he is tonight is asked to call 911. Tonight, police in Middleton are continuing to work a homicide from Sunday night, trying to learn what led to the deaths of 3 people, 2 of them young children. It happened on Maywood Avenue, just a half-mile from Sauk Trail Elementary, where both children went to school. Police arrived at the apartment complex just before 8 Sunday night for a check property complaint. They found a man running from the building who said someone had shot him multiple times. First responders took him to the hospital where he is recovering. Middleton police say they are actively investigating the killings and that there's no threat to the public.
New information tonight on a pair of deaths in the Columbus area yesterday. The Dodge County Sheriff's Office believes they are a result of a murder-suicide. Investigators say 85-year-old David Zittel killed his wife Susan at their home in the town of Elba, then drove a short distance to the Prairie Ridge Health Hospital, entered the lobby, and took his own life. David Zittel is the founder and chairman of Lyco Manufacturing in Columbus. The company is reacting tonight, saying in a statement, "We are shocked and extremely pained by this news, and we are in touch with the authorities as they gather the facts and circumstances about this heartbreaking situation." Police in Waukesha say an organized crime group of teenagers from Chicago are to blame for stealing nearly a dozen luxury cars over the weekend.
Well, just one of those teens has been arrested so far. Hannah Hilliard shares more from the brazen heist.
Multiple vehicles out of Land Rover.
A Waukesha dealership full of high-end cars, targeted by what police are describing as an organized theft ring.
We're going to call them kids. These are an organized group of teenagers out of Chicago.
Waukesha Police Captain Dan Bauman says the group hit this Land Rover and Jaguar dealership 6 a.m. Sunday.
A stolen vehicle comes to a minivan comes to the dealership. They open the service door, and 9 subjects run out throughout there looking for keys. One person finds where the keys were hidden, and then starts to disseminate those throughout his friends.
Police say the 9 teens took off from the lot in 9 vehicles and started heading south.
Suspicious activity, Speedway, 108 VO trucker, newer BMW and a Range Rover with no plates.
In West Allis, police began chasing the stolen cars onto Interstate 894 and eventually south on I-94, where this state transportation video near Pleasant Prairie shows the tires of one Range Rover start to spark.
This Range Rover lost all its rubber. This one's slowing down. I'm going to stick with that one.
The SUV crashed into another car before coming to a stop. Police arrested a 17-year-old driver.
Could there be adults involved when it comes to turning these cars over, maybe paying the kids some money to get vehicles like this? Yes, I'm not naive to suggest that, but I also understand that some of these kids just have nothing to do, and they just want to commit crimes.
Waukesha County prosecutors say the 9 luxury cars stolen were worth more than $500,000.
In Kansas City, 2 men have been charged with murder and other felony charges for their involvement in last week's shooting after the Chiefs championship rally. Dominic Miller and Lindell Mays are both facing charges for the shooting. Police say it started with an argument between the men who didn't previously know each other. The shootout injured more than 20 people, including both shooters. Lisa Lopez Galvan was killed, and that's one of the bullets prosecutors are focusing on.
While both adults are charged with murder, the evidence tells us that it was Mr. Miller's firearm. Mr. Miller's firearm struck Lisa Lopez Galvan.
The new charges come after 2 juveniles were detained last week on gun-related and resisting arrest charges. Both Mays and Miller have been hospitalized and in custody since the shooting. Millions of people in California are still under weather alerts tonight after heavy rain from an atmospheric river. This is the second there this month.
Flood watches and warnings are posted from San Francisco all the way to the Mexican border. Dina Demetrius reports on the storms from Los Angeles.
It's still pouring in Pasadena, but the latest atmospheric river is finally forecast to clear Wednesday after days of severe storms in California. It's leaving behind flooding in many areas, including Ventura, where surfers took advantage of the conditions.
This is about twice as high as it usually is, and it's a high tide coming in right now.
Rivers are swollen in Santa Maria, and residents were urged to be wary of waterways in Santa Barbara after a woman's body was found in a creek.
Please stay away from the creeks. They're absolutely dangerous. It is swiftly flowing water.
The airport in Santa Barbara reopened after runways flooded Monday. Along the Central Coast, the California Highway Patrol's Air Division rescued a couple of drivers surrounded by rising floodwaters on Monday. The repeated storms in California this winter are wreaking havoc on many roadways, which are riddled with potholes, including in Los Angeles. The city has gotten about 10 inches of rain this month.
I moved from Maryland, where I'm from. I mean, the weather is like this almost every day, so it's surprising to me how hard it is for them to keep up with it.
The storm is also bringing snow to the state's highest peaks.
It's nice, it's powdery.
This bald eagle in Bear Valley in the San Bernardino Mountains is taking great care to make sure its eggs are protected from the winter weather. Dina Demetrius, CBS News, Los Angeles.
And more local stories are ahead at 10, including the first of 2 home dedications for a Habitat for Humanity planned community.
Coming up, hear from one of the new homeowners who says the home has made his dream come true.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10. Winner of the Best Evening Newscast by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association.
A rookie stunt driver.
Again.
Will prove he's got what it takes in this year's most exciting Nissan sales event.
Get a low $330 per month lease on the 2023 Nissan Rogue.
Act fast. These President's Day offers end soon.
Save big money on everything at Menards. Greenie's Dental Treats are vet recommended for clean teeth and healthy gums. They're made with real natural ingredients, plus vitamins to ensure balanced nutrition. A value pack is $39.98. Get superior engine protection with Valvoline Advanced Full Synthetic Motor Oil. It provides advanced protection from wear, friction, heat, and deposits, and helps maintain fuel efficiency for the life of the oil. A 5-quart jug is $24.99.
Save big money at Menards.
A traditional performer of great country music.
How it felt that day.
It's Daryl Worley. Performing live Saturday, March 9th at Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. Tickets are on sale now through Ticketmaster. An incredible night with country music superstar Daryl Worley. March 9th at Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. Your odds are better here.
Stay ahead of your moderate to severe eczema and show off clearer skin and less itch with Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists that helps heal your skin from within. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor. Ask your eczema specialist about Dupixent.
How to get more out of your Wisconsin Dells vacation. Ride more rides, slide more slides, bite off more than you can chew. Wisconsin Dells, that's more like it. Go to wisdells.com and start planning your trip to the water park capital of the world today.
Habitat for Humanity of Dane County doesn't just build homes. We build financially strong families. Habitat Homes, financed through affordable mortgages, allow hardworking families to break the cycle of poverty and invest in their futures. Your support changes lives. Please donate today.
A rookie stunt driver.
Again.
Will prove he's got what it takes in this year's most exciting Nissan sales event.
Get 1.9% financing for 60 months on the 2023 Nissan Rogue.
Act fast. These President's Day offers end soon.
Thursday
Thursday at 10, an award-worthy idea started the family business. Now they're going the extra mile to give back.
It's a win-win for everyone.
I'll show how you can help them do something good with the old trophies stashed in your basement. Thursday at 10, moving forward.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10, moving forward.
Brand new tonight, Habitat for Humanity of Dane County is celebrating the first 2 completed home at its newest planned community on Madison's southeast side. Habitat has partnered with 10 area families to build 6 single-family homes and 2 twin homes. These homes are in the Owl Creek neighborhood. All are expected to be complete by the summer of 25. One of the homeowners tells us for his family, having their own home is something he never thought possible.
So we will be so happy because our dream became real. That was a dream for us, and then we got it.
Owl Creek is Habitat's 13th planned community in Dane County.
At the Capitol today, Governor Evers signed into law a measure requiring UW-Madison to admit all Wisconsin high schoolers who graduate in the top 5% of their class. All other UW campuses would automatically admit students who finish in the top 10% of their class. The new law is part of a deal reached between the legislature and university in December, which caught attention for limiting diversity positions in exchange for money to cover staff raises and construction projects. It's a project that's been more than 7 years in the making. Ground was officially broken today at the site of the future Woodman Sports and Convention Center. It'll take the place of what was once Janesville's Ears building at 140,000 square feet. It'll include 2 arenas, 1 ice, 1 multi-purpose. Officials expect 230 new jobs to be created once the center is built.
SSM Health and the Janesville Jets have once again teamed up to promote childhood literacy throughout Rock County. Today, players from the team visited Lincoln Elementary School to read with students. It's part of the SSM Health Janesville Jets Reading Club. All Rock County teachers were invited to sign up. SSM Health says this program helps kids get into reading more, especially when hockey players from the community are joining them.
The kids get really excited to see the players come into the schools and get on their ground. So many of our students like to go to the hockey games, of course, but having the hockey players come to their own turf is a really cool thing for the kids to see.
By signing up for the Reading Club, teachers set a reading goal for their students, and once that goal is reached, they get 4 free tickets to a special Reading Club Janesville Jets game night. That's next month on March 2nd.
A high school teacher in New York is using video games to help his students learn about something that otherwise might not be so interesting to them: minerals.
Kerry Winters isn't your average high school teacher. He created his own video game. It's called A Journey Through Earth Science. It took him over 70 hours to develop. The goal of the game is for his students to learn about minerals in a more engaging way.
In the game, what they do is they're a miner, and they go to different mineral deposits in the game. They try to mine the minerals using the features that they find out about the minerals in the game.
And the players also have an earth science reference table to help them while playing, which is something they have to learn to use for their final exam.
History tonight for Beyonce. Her new song, Texas Hold'em, debuted atop the Billboard's Hot Country Songs chart. This makes her the first woman to have topped both the Hot Country and Hot R&B hip-hop songs charts since the list began in 1958. 16 Carriages, a second single on her upcoming country album, ranks number 9 on the chart. Beyonce dropped both songs during Super Bowl 58.
John Paul, George, and Ringo are heading to the big screen. Variety is reporting that director Sam Mendes is making 4 scripted movies about the Beatles. Each one will be from one member's point of view, with them intersecting and culminating with the band's breakup in 1970. Paul McCartney, Ringo Starr, and the families of John Lennon and George Harrison have all granted full life story and music rights for the films. They're scheduled to be released theatrically in 2027. The 5th Beatle. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti now with a check of the first one.
What was the first song they played on the Ed Sullivan Show?
I don't know, Gary. You were in high school then, so.
Do tell.
We weren't around yet.
All My Loving. That's one of my favorite Beatles songs.
There are so many.
I'm not a big Beatles fan, but that's...
There are so many.
But you like that.
Yeah.
That's
So
good to know.
there you go. A little trivia before I retire. So
Now
keep
we
track
know.
of this if you're playing bingo at home. Let's take a look at a beautiful viewer photo that we got tonight. This is from Boscobel. Ron Granger sent us this one right along the Wisconsin River. Normally you'd see ice here. not the case this year. It has just been very, very mild. Send us your backyard weather pictures right through our First Warn weather and traffic app, or you can email them to us directly at firstwarn@wisc-tv.com. 3 things you need to know in the forecast. High temperatures, lower to middle 50s the next couple of days. Then dry weather continues through Monday of next week. When we see our next chance of rain, it will be in the form of rain and probably some thunderstorms from Monday night into Tuesday of next week, and we'll also be flirting with the potential for record high temperatures. So those thunderstorms have to be monitored for severe weather. Just in time, we have our Dark Skies Severe Weather Seminar, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturday at Madison College. That's at 1701 Wright Street, room D 1630. We'll have signage there, free parking, open to the public. In fact, the public is expressly encouraged to come. I'll be there emceeing, and you'll find out all about severe weather. Hopefully we won't need that for next week, but here's the problem. Monday at 6 p.m., winds already out of the south. That's giving us record high temperatures. The clouds start to move in. We see some showers, maybe a couple of thunderstorms develop later Monday night into Tuesday morning. But notice the wind shear. We have winds aloft from west to east, winds near the ground out of the south. That means when those thunderstorms start to develop, the air starts to turn and rotate. It's also a very efficient energy because you get the warm moist air coming in from the south, and then the jet stream kind of acts like the exhaust pipe of an engine. So Tuesday around noontime, we'll have to see, because that's when that wind shear will be at its peak, right ahead of a cold front, and we warm up to the point to where we see thunderstorms develop. If they can occur Tuesday afternoon, we have the potential for some severe weather, but by Tuesday evening, the winds already start to shift to the north and west. That will start to limit the severe weather potential. So hopefully that will only be a short window of time. But notice these temperatures well above average, almost 25 to 30 degrees above average as we head into the early part of next week. Could be flirting with record high temperatures. Planning your night or planning your day tomorrow. Temperatures start out in the mid-30s with sunshine. Those temperatures lower 40s by 9 a.m., around 50 by noontime, and look for afternoon high temperatures that top out in the middle 50s. Here in Madison for tonight, look for a low of 35 degrees with variably cloudy skies, but more sunshine for tomorrow. Gets the high temperature right up to 55 degrees. And planning your day across Dane County, 51 for the high in Brooklyn, 55 Verona, 55 in Windsor, and the rest of southern Wisconsin, pretty much the same story. 57 Lone Rock, 56 for the high in Platteville. First Warn 7 to 10 day forecast. Mild on Thursday, a little colder for Friday and Saturday, but still above normal temperatures. Then flirting with record high temperatures Monday and Tuesday. Showers and thunderstorms Monday night into Tuesday. Maybe mixing with a few flakes of snow late Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. Temperatures still above normal through the end of next week.
And coming up in sports, the Badger men were taking flight against the Terps early. Could they turn a good first half into a win? Find out next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
There it is. That feeling you get when you can do more with less asthma. It starts with Dupixent. Dupixent is not for sudden breathing problems. It's an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma and can help improve lung function for better breathing in as little as 2 weeks. Dupixent helps prevent asthma attacks and can even reduce or eliminate oral steroids. Can you picture it? Dupixent can cause allergic reactions that can be severe. Get help right away if you have rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, tingling, or numbness in your limbs. Tell your doctor about new or worsening joint aches and pain or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines, including steroids, without talking to your doctor. Who knows what you can do when you do more with less asthma? Ask your doctor about Dupixent, the most prescribed biologic for asthma.
It's Auto Show. The deals start now, and so should you. Get started on your next Ford SUV. Like an adventure-ready Bronco or Bronco Sport. Escape to take on the everyday. Or Explorer, America's all-time best-selling SUV. Get here to your Ford dealer. It's Auto Show. The deals start now, and so should you. During Auto Show, choose FlexBuy on Explorer or Bronco Sport with 1.9% APR financing for 66 months plus $2,000 FlexBuy cash.
The Bulls Bands and Barrels Tour returns to the Alliant Energy Center on Saturday, February 24th, 7 p.m. Featuring bull riding, barrel racing, freestyle bullfighting with a live performance by Ian Munson. Bulls Bands and Barrels, Saturday, February 24th, 7 p.m. Alliant Energy Center.
Can your roof handle our Wisconsin winters? If you're tired of repairing leaks and replacing shingles after each storm, call us, the metal experts at Sweeto Metal Roofing.
Sweeto Metal Roofing, the last roof you'll ever need.
Don't delay. The Brothers Maine President's Day sale is happening now. Save store-wide on top brands like Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Maytag, and Amana. We have the area's largest selection and lowest prices guaranteed. Feel like family. Brothers Maine.
Wisco Home Goods welcomes you to fall in love this Valentine's Day. Find the perfect gift for your spouse, gal pals, or amazing mothers. Give the gift of handsomely scented soy candles, locally crafted and made with pride.
Watch the Bucks return to broadcast TV when they take on the T-Wolves on your new local home for select Bucks games. Don't miss a second of the action as the Greek Freak heads to Minnesota to tangle with one of the top teams in the West. It's a Twin Cities showdown. Bucks, T-Wolves on your new local home for select Milwaukee Bucks games. Friday at 9 here on WISC TV3.
It's a rare week where the Badgermen only play one game, and Maryland is a must-win for Wisconsin. Greg Gard & Company cannot continue to slide down the stretch with a handful of games left before the madness actually begins. The mayor of Door County, Packer running back A.J. Dillon, in attendance at the Kohl Center, and he liked what he saw in the first half. Tyler Wall with the fancy footwork. He banks it home for 2 of his team-high 18 points. He'd also dish it, too. Wall gonna give it up to A.J. Storr, and he put the Terps on a poster with the one-handed yam on their heads. The Badgers up 3 at that point. They led by 8 at the break. Now, it would get close, but the closer, Mad Max Klesmet, dials one up from deep to put this one out of reach. Wisconsin holds on for a 74-70 win. The Badger women also in action. Wisconsin on the road looking for a season sweep against Minnesota. And Sarah Williams was doing her thing. Second quarter, Badgers work it inside, and she kisses it off the glass for 2. Wisconsin led by as many as 19. Now it'd get close in the fourth, but Williams puts it away for Wisconsin. 30 points, 15 rebounds for her 12th straight double-double. Badgers beat the Gophers again, 67-56. Wisconsin did not have a good time against Ohio State. For the first time since November, the Badger men's hockey team is coming off a weekend where they were swept. But like Mike Hastings says, there are peaks and valleys to every season. When you're in a valley, it's how you respond. And there's no worry with this group that they won't respond during this week's trip to Penn State.
There are good days and some not so good days, and so we're going to learn from both and turn the page and move on. Nobody's feeling sorry for the Badgers because they didn't get it done on Friday or Saturday.
We're all hooting and hollering, blasting music in the morning, and that's kind of when I know, yeah, I think we're ready to get some wins this weekend. And even in practice, guys, big smiles on their face, tapping the boards. We're just trying to get some of that enjoyment back in the game.
High school boys hockey Division I sectional semifinal. Verona taking on Middleton. Cards up 1 in the second, and Wyatt Earhart makes it 2. He sneaks one under the netminder to light the lamp as Middleton shuts out Verona 2-0. They'll face Edgewood in the sectional finals with a spot at state on the line. We're back after this.
What you see is important. That makes quality eye care important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. Don't need glasses? See us for your contacts and save on your annual supply.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we get you quality name brand workwear and footwear because we get you. From the farm to the job site to your own backyard, we have great deals on your favorite rugged styles for spring. Right now, earn $50 in Carhartt bucks when you spend $200 on Carhartt gear. Men's Wrangler 5-star jeans, buy one, get one half price. And while you're in for workwear, save on new resealable bags of Blaine's mixed nuts or cashews. Just $16.99. We get you what you need because we get you at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Interested in an electric vehicle? Bergstrom has the largest selection of electric vehicles and a team you can trust. Buy with confidence and complete peace of mind from Wisconsin's #1 automotive retailer. Bergstrom Automotive, driven to deliver gas, hybrid, or electric.
Ready to transform your skin in one simple step? Introducing Paula's Choice Mandelic and Lactic Acid AHA Liquid Exfoliant. 100% saw smoother, softer, brighter skin. Resurface texture and tone and promote healthy cell turnover without irritation. The next level of exfoliation is here. Available at Paula's Choice and Sephora.
It's a great time to have RG Heating and Air Conditioning check your home's furnace system for safety and efficiency. RG services all brands and installs quality Trane equipment to keep your home running smooth year-round. Call RG Heating and AC today.
Welcome to Badgerscape Design and Landscape. We offer a full range of landscaping services, from design to maintenance. Our professional team is dedicated to meeting all your landscaping needs. Call us at 608-295-1446 or visit badgerscapedesignandlandscape.com.
A lot of law firms claim to be experts at handling injury cases that involve large trucks. But handling one trucking case does not make you an expert on the subject. Experience matters in these cases. One local firm has handled 25 trucking cases which resulted in payments over $1 million each, and hundreds of others as well. Because Wisconsinites know who to call when it's a must-win scenario. They call Habish, Habish & Rotier. National reputation, hometown service.
Join the digital sales team at Phase 3 Digital and step into something big. We're not just hiring, we're building careers. If you're passionate about the digital world, apply today at channel3000.com and be part of something big.
Your eyewear should be as individual as you. With Shopko Optical's extensive selection of frames and lenses, our optometrists will learn about you and help you customize the right choice for your lifestyle. Visit Shopko Optical and find your new signature style today.
The Emmy Award-winning News 3 Now this morning, weekdays. Tonight,
we have a stadium of excitement here. This is fantastic.
That's exactly right. It's not every day that we give the people a John Cena.
The Late Show, tonight on CBS.
Gary returns. One final check of the forecast.
Like the mild weather?
I love the mild weather.
It'll be around for a couple more days. Right now, live view from the Edgewater Skycam. Partly cloudy skies here. Madison still 43, 41 in Janesville. Upper 30s to low 40s, and this is 10 o'clock at night. That's warmer than we normally are during the peak of the day. And right now, Dane County 44, still in Middleton 44, Cross Plains 45 in Wanakee. Look for those temperatures to drop to about 35 overnight. High tomorrow 55. Will be very similar for Thursday. A little colder for Friday and Saturday, but Monday and Tuesday, those 59s will be very close to records, and some of the latest computer model forecast indicates Tuesday we could be in the lower 60s and also see the potential for some severe weather if it gets unstable enough. Otherwise, even by the end of next week, temperatures still above normal.
9 days left for you, Gary. I don't know if we're going to have a storm to get you fired up about again. We'll see what happens.
Mother Nature's doing it.
Thanks for joining us, folks.
Do something good, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.